Now, dear students, to chapter number 2, unit and measurement, along with the dimension of a physical quantity. So, it's a very simplest topic we have, and always so many queries are coming in the examination on behalf of the dimension of a physical quantity. So, today we will learn that how can we find out the dimension of a physical quantity on behalf of the dimension formula. So generally the dimension are the powers of the three fundamental physical quantity. First is the mass, second is the length, and third is the time. So generally simplest define we have taken here. The dimension of a physical quantity are the powers to which the fundamental quantity must be raised. So we can choose the very simplest example. Suppose we have the Q is the physical quantity and we are representing this physical quantity in the term of the three fundamental physical quantity, that is M, L and T. And we are just putting the power that A, B and C. So these powers are called the dimensions, and the formula MLT with the power is called the dimension formula. So how can we go through it? So we are just assuming a simplest quantity like I am just taking velocity. So how can we find out the dimension of the velocity? So first we have to be write the basic formula, that velocity is equal to displacement upon time. So it's a general formula we have of the velocity. Now displacement is a simply a length. So we are representing that length with the L, and it's repeated that once time. So we are just putting the power on it, that is L raised to 1. Okay, now in the denominator we have the time, so we are just putting, and it is also the single time, so we are just putting the power, that is 1. Okay, now there is a no parameter of the regarding to the mass, so we are just putting it here, and we are just giving the power, that is there is a no power, because in the mathematics we are using the simplest concept, x raised to 0 is equal to 1, so it doesn't create the any kind of the impact. So finalize, we are just giving the meaning of the dimension formula m0 L1 with the power of t minus 1. So it's a general representation of the dimension formula with the proper dimension. So at last we are just reaching towards the fundamental physical quantity. Somehow another quantity I can take here, just like density. So we should know about the formula of the density. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Mass is to be divided by volume. So here we are just getting the parameter of the mass. So we are just representing the mass, that is base power, that means base m, and with the power of 1, and the volume, we have the volume formula, that is length into breadth into height. So in this formula the length is coming for, 3 times, so we are just putting it that L raised to 3. And similar, we don't have the parameter of the time, so we are just putting t raised to 0. So finalized formula we have in the form of the MLT m1 L minus 3 and t raised to 0. So it's a simply representation of the dimension of a particular physical quantity. So students, what actually we have need? We have need of the information of the formula. So easily we can go through with the other quantities, and how can we find out the dimension formula? Now here we have the so many quantities. So first I am just taking the concern of the area, and simplest the formula of the area is equal to length into breadth, and both are in the concern of the length. So easily we can write the dimension formula, that is called the m0 L 2 times and T0. So it's a simply representation of the dimension formula of the area. And we know that unit concern SI unit system should be there, and can be a CGS system also there, but we are just using the SI unit system. So we know the meter square, and in the CGS system it can be although centimeter square. Now next, that is volume, and volume is equal to length into breadth into height. So 3 times the length is coming, so easily we can write the another formula m naught L3 t raised to 0, and simply unit is there meter cube. Now density, we have the formula, density is equal to mass upon volume, mass upon volume. And easily we know that if we are just making the assessment, mass, that is representation of the mass, is the m, and volume which having the length into breadth into height. So it's a general representation of the formula, and on behalf of the finalized assessment, we are just writing m raised to 1 L raised to minus 3 and t raised to 0. If there is a no meaning of the power, so we are just using the concern of the mathematics that x raised to 0 doesn't create the impact, any kind of the impact. Now next which I have taken, that is speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. So generally whatever the formula we are using, but the sense of the length is coming in the both the formula. So we are just writing speed is equal to distance upon time, and similar the velocity having the formula that is called the displacement upon time. It may possible that the two physical quantity having the same dimension formula. Okay, so in the formula we are just getting the distance and displacement, and both are the length, so easily we can dictate it. So length is to be represented by the L1, okay, and the time is to be represented by the T1. So in the finalized assessment, we are just writing that m0 L1 t minus 1, and the SI unit of the speed or the velocity, that is called the meter per second. Okay, now simply we have the formula of the acceleration, that is called the velocity upon time. So once we are just able to find out the basic formula, so the other quantities formula easily can get. Velocity upon time, so we are just finding the velocity. Already we have the formula of the velocity, that is called the displacement upon time. So finalize, we are just writing that is displacement is to be divided by t2. Okay, so finalize, we are just writing the formula m0 L1 t minus 2. It's another formula of the that mean acceleration, and acceleration having the unit in the SI system, that is called the meter per second square. Now momentum, so generally the symbol of the momentum, that is called the p, and p is equal to mv, that is called the mass into velocity. So easily we are just representing the mass by the m, and the velocity is equal to, that is displacement upon time. So displacement represented by the L, and the time represented by the t. So m1 L1 t upon t1. So finalize, we are just writing that mean m1 L1 t minus 1. So it's a dimension formula of the momentum. We have p is equal to mv, so basic knowledge should be there. And finalize, we can write that is SI unit, that is kilogram meter per second. So it's a basic formula. Now next we have force, and we know the formula of the force, that is called the mass into acceleration, mass into acceleration. So dimension formula of the acceleration already we know that, and the mass is including this time. So finalize, we are just writing m1 L1 t minus 2, and the unit of the force, that is called the Newton or kilogram meter per second square. So it's a simplest so by the simplest manner we are just finding the dimension formula. Now one of the interesting thing in the dimension formula, several quantity can have the same kind of the dimension formula. If I am just saying that, what about the tension? So tension is a kind of the force which always having the same dimension formula. Okay, tension, thrust, upthrust, these are the some of the another quantities, those having the same dimension formula as per the force. Now next, that is work can be stated as equal force into displacement, force into displacement. So easily we can write the dimension formula of the force, and we are including the displacement in it. So m1 L1 t minus 2, it's a dimension formula of the force, and the displacement is called that L2, है ना? So see here, we are representing the displacement by the L1. So finalize, we are just writing the dimension formula, that is base are the common, so power will be added. Okay, m1 l2 t minus 2. So it's a dimension formula, and the unit of the work, that is called the joule in the SI system. So similar, we have the so many quantities, those can have the same dimension formula as per the work. So I am just writing the energy, it although having the same dimension formula, that is called the m1 l2 t minus 2. Now if I am just writing, that is called the kinetic energy. So by the formula we are just writing half mv squared, this is the one of the formula we have. Okay, simply I am just writing the potential energy, that is called the mgh. Okay, simply I am just writing the gravitational potential energy. So it although having the formula, so still we don't know the formula, but we can make the assessment that work energy, any type of the energy which having always the same kind of the dimension formula, gravitational potential energy, electrostatic potential energy, so I am just writing the formula in front of you. Gravitational potential energy, that is called the G, and the mass parameter are G mm upon R. Okay, so this is the general formula we have. Still we don't have the proper formula information, but we can go through them. Okay, now electrostatic potential energy, K q q upon r. So it is the formula of the electrostatic potential energy, but we can simply know the all type of the energy having the same kind of the dimension formula. So it's a one of the basic method to learn the more and more dimension at a single time. So easily you can write, that is m1 l2 t minus 2. If you are just going with the formula, so easily we can prove it. Okay, so this is the bunch of the quantity, those having the same kind of the dimension formula. Okay, uh, now next quantity we can take, that is called the tension. I am just writing tension, thrust, upthrust. So all the kind of the that means same formula as per the force, m1 l1 t minus 2. Now next we have the power. So power can be represented as work upon time. Work upon time. So easily we can go with the formula. The formula, dimension formula of the work we have, that is called the m1 l2 t minus 2. So it's a general formula I am writing here. m1 l2 t minus 2 is to be divided by timing, that is called the t. So finalize, we are just able to write the formula, that is called the m1 l2, and power assessment is there, that is t minus 3. As we are just taking the t in the above part, so the sign will change. So base is common, so the power will be the added, and joule upon second is the basic concern of the unit we have. Okay, now next we have, that is called the pressure, and generally the formula of the pressure, that is called the force upon area. Okay, so force having the general formula, that is called the m1 l1 t minus 2. It's a general formula of the force, and the area can be stated in the term of the length into breadth. So directly I am just writing l2. So finalize, we are just making the assessment, that is l m1 l minus 1 and t minus 2. So it's a general dimension formula of the pressure. Okay, now next we have gravitational constant. It is an interesting formula. Gravitational constant. So gravitational force formula we have. Okay, so I am just separating the g and making the assessment of the formula. F into r square is to be divided by m square. Okay, it's a general formula of the gravitational constant. In the chapter gravitation, we are just getting the information about this, and just we are just writing all the kind of the dimensions here. Now force having the dimension, that is called the, then m1 l1 t minus 2, and the length having the direction, that is r is available two times, so we are just writing it, that l2 is to be divided by m is the mass is there, so we are just writing the mass with the power 2. and finalize we are just writing it in solving it. So we are just getting m minus 1 L3 and T minus 2. So it's a general formula of the gravitational constant m minus 1 L3 and T minus 2. So this is another dimension formula. Now students, we have the some more quantities, those having the exceptional characteristics. That means these physical quantity can have the unit, but there is a no concern of the dimension. So I am just writing that angle. So what we have the formula, angle is equal to, that is called the theta. Theta is equal to arc upon radius. It's a general formula we have, students. And arc is a kind of the length, so we are just writing L1, and the radius is although kind of the length, that is we are writing it L1. Okay, now finalize, as we are just assessing, so this physical quantity don't have the dimension. Okay, so dimension less quantity, so I am just writing m0, L0 and T0. So this physical quantity don't have any kind of the dimension formula, dimension less quantity, but still it has the unit. So angle having the measurement unit, that is called the radian, which we have used in the parallax method. Now similar we have the another quantity that is called the which is the dimensionless, that is called the refractive index. Refractive index. So students, what we have the formula, simply it's a ratio of the velocity of light in air to velocity of light in medium. So someone is asking that write the formula. So whenever we are just finding, so there is a no concern of the unit we have. So this is the one of the quantity which having no unit, no dimension. So this is the another set of the quantity. Now another one, that is called the relative refractive index. So generally we are using the formula that is called the n to 1, and it's simply the ratio of the refractive indexes of the two medium. So I am just writing n2 upon n1. So finalized, we can say that this quantity don't have the unit and the dimension. Okay, no unit, no dimension, no unit, no dimension. Now same the refractive index, although having the no unit concern. Okay, but the angle having the exception characteristics, that is no dimension, but still it having the unit. Okay, now in the ninth class we have taken the relative density. Relative density. So what can we say about the formula? Density of the substance to the density of the water. So there is a no concern of the unit. So finalize, we can write the m naught, L naught and T naught, but still it don't have the unit. Okay, no unit. Okay, this is simply the another set of the quantity. Now if I am just making the concern of the steradian. Steradian. Okay, steradian, that is called the solid angle. This is the plane angle, this is the actually the unit. So I am just using the concern, that is solid angle. So solid angle also having the same characteristics like the angle m naught, L naught, T naught, no unit, and but the dimension, the unit is there, no dimension, but still the unit is there, that is called the steradian. Steradian. Now next we have taken the relative velocity. So generally whenever we are just comparing the velocity of an object with respect to another object, so this fundamental is called the relative velocity. But as per the information that relative refractive index, relative density, it having the unit, because we are just representing the velocity of an object. So relative velocity having the simplest formula, that is called the displacement upon time. So simply we can say that m naught, L1 and T minus 1. So it's a simply the formula, that is, and the unit is there, that is called the meter per second. Now some of the electrical quantity, although having the unit system. So first I am just talking on the basis of the class 10th. Okay, so I have written the charge, and easily we know that charge can be straight because we know that the meaning of the current. So I is equal to q by t. So we are just separating the q is equal to I into t. So it's a general formula we have. Okay, so I is a fundamental physical quantity, so it having its own standard unit. So whenever we are just writing the formula m, l and t, these are the basic, but I having its own unit which can't be replaced. So we are just using the fourth dimension in the formula. So ampere, electric current having its own unit, that is called the ampere, and the mass parameter is not there, so we are just writing the m0. Time is also not there, L0. Time sorry, length is also not there, so we are just writing the L0. And the time repeated the once time, one time. Okay, so we are just writing T1. So this is the general formula, dimension formula of the charge, and we know the unit of the charge, that is called the coulomb. So in the 12th class we will repeat this one. Okay, now electric current, so easily we know that I is equal to q by t. So whenever we are just resolving it, so fourth dimension it gives to us. So we are writing m naught, l naught, t naught and ampere. Okay, so it having its own standard meaning. Now next I am just taken the resistance is there. Resistance is there. Okay, so resistance is the volt upon V is equal to IR, volt upon current. So it's a general formula we have. Okay, so I have written the formula, that is resistance is equal to volt upon current. So generally volt having the reference of the that is called the electric potential. Okay, so in the 10th class little bit we have discussed potential. So potential having its own formula. So I am writing here potential is equal to work done per unit charge, that is called the joule upon coulomb. So it's a concern of the unit we have. Okay, now we can easily go with the formula. First we are just writing the formula of the that means potential, that is work done per unit charge, and the current having the concern of that is the I. So now we are able to write the formula. So work having its own dimension formula, that is called the m1, l2 and t minus 2. Now charge having its own formula, that is called the I into t. I into t. So we are just writing the meaning of the I in the sense of the ampere, and the t, that is called the t. Okay, so this is the representation of the current is there, sorry, q, that is called the charge, and I is although there, so we are just writing that is a. So finalize, we are just giving the meaning of the resistance dimension formula, that is called the m1 l2, as we are just taking the t in the above part. So same basic nature, that means t power will be the added, and a minus 2, as we are just taking the a in the above. So some of the physical quantity having the four dimensions, so need not to be worried about it, because they having their own identity. So we have the dimension formula, that is called the m1 l2 t minus 3 a minus 2. Okay, so this is the general representation of the dimensions, those we have given inside our book of the 11th class physics. So in the back of the part you can go through them, and one or two thing you must note it down. Whenever the two or more quantity can have the same kind of the dimension formula, so need not to be confused about it. But whenever we are just getting the same kind of the quantities, just like group of the quantities, so we can easily learn the dimension formula, as I am just taking the group of the quantity in front of you. Now students, we have the sum of the group of the quantity, so we should pay the attention towards them. So easily we can go with the number of the dimensions formula very easily, as I am just I have written the sum of the name of the physical quantity, and always we are using the different name at the different places, but all the time they having the same kind of the meaning. So just I have written the force, tension, upthrust, thrust and the weight, all having the same kind of the category. So we can write the simply formula, that is called the m1 l1 t minus 2. So it is simply the representation of the dimension formula of these quantities. Now next I have written the kinetic energy, energy, potential energy, work, gravitational potential energy, electrostatic potential energy. So all the physical quantity having the same kind of the dimension formula. It is one of the interesting thing we have. Okay, so at a single time we are just we are learning the so many that mean we are learning the dimension formula of the so many quantities. Now we have the two exceptions quantities are there. These are the quantity having the no dimension but still they have the unit. Angle having the unit that is called the radian, and solid angle having the unit that is called the steradian. Okay, so this is the another set of the quantity. Now there are the so many dimensionless quantities, those having the no unit and no dimension. Refractive index, relative refractive index, relative density, these are the some of the sets of the dimensionless and the no unit quantity. Okay, now even you are just getting the problem, so you can contact to me. Okay, and like and subscribe the video, so most of you can get the easily notification of the next coming videos. Okay, thank you.